everyone, I'm Lisa Copeland, and I love supporting women on this journey of finding love after 50. And today we're going to be talking about two important reasons why a man is not calling you back and why you're not getting that second date. But before we get started, I would love if you would like this video. It will help other women be able to get this information and this support for finding the right man. And subscribe to my channel while you're there too, because then you'll get notices that I've posted a new video. All right, let's get started. So, two important reasons why he might not be calling you back. The first one is you don't match the picture in his head of who he wants. So let's talk about what this looks like. I know when I was out there dating, I carried the picture in my mind of the man I'd like to spend the rest of my life with. Don't you do that as well? We all do. So it shouldn't be surprising when I tell you that men do this as well. And when a man contacts you, it's because he believes that you and the picture in his head just might be a match. Often what happens while you're talking on the phone is he'll ask you the oddest questions. I remember a guy saying to me, "Do you like riding horses?" And I said, yes, when I really didn't, because back in the day when my kids were little, I took a horseback riding class. That horse reared up and I fell off, and that was it. I was done with horses. But I said yes, because back then I was a people pleaser. And then the next question he asked me was, "Do you like sushi?" And I said, "Oh my God, yes." Now that was true. I did like sushi. And he said, "We'll have to try out this new restaurant." And I'm thinking, wow, he really, really likes me. What's happening is he's actually just trying you out in his life to see if you fit or not. But if you don't recognize this, you can be really disappointed when you meet and it doesn't go anywhere. Because what happens when you meet sometimes is just like for you with him, you don't fit the picture of who he wants, or he doesn't fit the picture of who you want. The thing about this is, because as women, we want everybody to love us, we get really hurt, even if we don't want to go out with him again. Never take it personally when a man doesn't ask you out again. He is not rejecting you. You just don't fit the picture of who he thinks he wants. This is one of the reasons I always tell my clients, you want to limit the number of texts and emails you exchange to 5 to 10 maximum. And you also want to limit time on the phone to 1 or 2 calls prior to meeting a man, because you can create this fake relationship that doesn't pay off when you meet. And you don't want to get yourself emotionally invested in an imaginary relationship with a man you haven't met. The second reason you might not be getting asked out again is you've had sex with a man too quickly. Let's face it, sometimes we meet someone, the chemistry is hot, the hormones start going crazy, and as you're leaving wherever you met, you're kissing and kissing, and the next thing you know, you end up in the back seat of the car with a guy. This happens all the time. You're both on fire and it feels so good and it feels so right. And when it's over, he kisses you and he says, "I'll call you." But he doesn't. And boy, does that hurt, right? And why doesn't he call you? Well, I've asked men about this and they go, it was so easy for me to get sex. I don't need to call her back. You want to understand that men categorize the women they date into 2 groups. The first are the women they play with, as in first date sex or friends with benefits situations. It's easy sex for them, but that's all it is. Then there's the second category, the woman he considers as potential relationship material. This is where he thinks the 2 of you might be a match. If you want to make it to that second category, promise yourself, even if your hormones are raging, you will slow things down till you get to know him better. And the biggest reason for that is once you have that intimacy, you can mix up love and lust, and you can miss important things that you need to see before you want to get into a relationship with a man. This gives you your power. Men know this about you, and they will tell you, you have the power here. So don't give it up until you're ready and until you really have gotten to know this man a little bit so that you don't cloud your judgment. All right, we've talked about 2 reasons men don't call you back. There's lots more. Sometimes you have a mannerism you display that reminds him of his ex. It can be anything. You might wear the perfume his ex wore. There's all kinds of things that trigger people. Same with you, with men. So I want you to save yourself a lot of date analysis and evaluation by not taking a first date personally and by not being invested in how it's going to turn out. If it's meant to be, it will be. And if it's not, chalk it up to an opportunity to spend some time with a new and interesting person that you can learn something about, who might make a great male friend you can go out with on a Saturday night date. Okay, now to inspire you that you too can find love after 50. This is from my client, Angela. Lisa, just a note to say thank you. Your teaching had such a profound effect on the way I dated over the last 2 years. I've used your advice in countless interactions with men, met by text and in person, many different men. Some were really nice and some not. I dated one potential partner for 6 months until, thanks to what I learned from you, I finally realized we were not matched in 3 important areas. Now I'm dating an amazing man. We're the same age and activity level. We match intellectually, emotionally, and physically. And we're taking this relationship very slowly, building what I believe could be, maybe, hope is a long-term committed relationship. Thank you for your help, guidance, and support as I committed to the effort of meeting my guy. Hey, would you love this? What Angela has, a good man? Gosh, just imagine no more having to be out there dating and searching for Mr. Right, and no more wondering where I can find him and waking up every morning with that love and sweetness in your life. If this sounds amazing, click the link below and let's set up a time to talk and see how we can make this happen for you. If you're not ready yet, there's also a link below for lots of resources you can use for finding love at this time in your life. All right, until the next time we meet, so believing in you.